Hello everybody, welcome to We Like Dota. This is a Yadneb replay for, I don't know, it was an episode from a couple weeks ago. The hero of the week was Weaver, and the item of the week was Perseverance. So we're going to go ahead and watch Ben play Weaver and rush Perseverance and see how that goes. But we are going to show Ben's player perspective. Usually I do the free camera, but we're going to try and just do the player perspective so we can see how Ben plays the game. And he does buy that Ring of Protection right off the bat so that he can start building into the Perseverance a little bit quicker.
30 seconds to battle.
Let's see here. Does he still have Axe selected? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just pulling up the items on my phone here real quick. So Ring of Protection go into Perseverance? It does not. Okay, so he's going to have to live with the Ring of Protection for a little while.
The battle begins.
Yeah, so he's going to have to go for the Ring of Health and the Void Stone. And then go for... Looks like he's probably going to go for Lincoln Sphere. And... Why is this Storm Spirit saying he wants to report Lone Druid? There is no Lone Druid in the game.
Double damage.
People are so weird in games. I don't get it. But yeah. So it is interesting to see the player perspective and see how other people do play the game. It is interesting. And we do have Viper wrapping around here. He's going to get a Poison Strike on Ben right off the bat. And he does Sakuchi away. And Viper does have a DD rune. Did Viper go bottle right off the bat? No. He must have just had it and I didn't see it. Okay. So, yeah, that's good. Hang out at the tower while you wait for that DD rune to wear off, because Viper's not going to be able to safely dive the tower. He might be able to get a kill out of it, but he'd also die in the process. So these are really strange lanes. A Weaver Juggernaut lane versus a Bounty Hunter Viper lane. It's quite strange. I suspect Ben will be fighting for farm, which he already is. And looks like Axe has already died, which is always good. Looks like they wiped out that whole lane. It was Axe and Terrorblade. So this is actually a 5-core team. Okay. Alright. I guess the closest thing to a support in the game is that Skywrath Mage. So this will be interesting. Fighting for farm. And yeah. Okay. But Ben's already doing a decent amount of harassment damage here, especially getting up the Geminate attack. He is able to kind of... I think the Viper would still... If they just start right-clicking each other, I think... Axe got a kill. I think the Viper would win that one because he's a little bit tankier. And he probably has poison attack. But yeah, I think Ben should be quite safe with the Sakuchi and stuff. The only thing you have to worry about is getting farm, which Ben has a stunning 0 last hits right now. He'd be doing better if this Juggernaut wasn't stealing attacks the whole time, or stealing farm the whole time. And this Juggernaut's so aggressive, good lord. I'm not sure if it was worth it to waste that, is it Blade Fury or Battle Fury? I think it's Blade Fury? Yeah, Blade Fury. So we're going to go ahead and see some Tango usage come out here. I wonder what Juggernaut has. Does he have it? Okay, he's sitting on 1 Stout Shield. Okay, good. Stout Shield is good, but he's going to want to get some more regen, I think. Especially when you're laning against Viper. I don't know. When I lane against Viper, I generally assume I'll need about twice as much regen. So either 2 packs of tangos and maybe another healing salve, or just like double or triple up on healing salves or something. Or I prefer to get just more tangos personally. And there we go, Ben going for boots. Hey, what's he doing? He's breaking the rules here. He can't be going for the gloves of attack like that. Ah, Ben, you gotta follow the rules. I'm gonna send him a text message right now. Let him know of my distaste. Okay. Alright, Google Hangouts. Let's see. Ben, okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Ben, comma, you are not following... Oh, backspace. Misspelled. Oh, and Ben's actually gonna die. I think he's okay. The bounty hunter almost got him there. Good lord. Okay, back to the text message. Ben, you are not following the rules for the hero.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And item of the week. Send. Or maybe he is. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure what the rules were, if to be honest. I think he's allowed to upgrade his boots, right?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All right, so we'll let this one slide, okay? We'll say Ben's allowed to get tier 2 boots, and then he's got to rush it. It's got to be first item.
Radiant's middle tower.
Right, because you're going to have a pretty tough time without tier 2 boots, right? I guess that'd be like playing support then. Ho ho! Oh, Storm Spirit rotating in with the Invis rune. I think they'll be able to get the kill on the Viper here. There we go. It's always good to get a kill on Viper. That guy's so annoying. Oh, Ben, come on. You should have been able to get that one. Okay, so Ben's got his brown boots. We'll let him upgrade. We'll let him upgrade his boots. Alright, that's what will make the rules now. First item. Let's see, first. I'm trying to send Ben another text message. First item needs to be item of the week. Send. Is it gloves of haste or gloves of attack? What's on the courier?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, I let Ben have it, so hopefully he'll get it right. So Ben's gotten 1 kill. What did he get a kill on? I didn't even see. I'm happy Ben got a kill, but I was busy tearing him a new butthole. You just gotta do that every once in a while, you know? You gotta let Ben have it sometimes, because he doesn't give anyone any slack. He does have an impressive 10 last hits at the 8-minute mark. Good lord. That's basically about one last hit every minute, which is horrible. But I do understand this is a tough lane against this Viper. Juggernaut's doing about as well. So I guess he would be doing maybe a little bit better if if you didn't have to compete for farm with a Juggernaut. I think once the laning phase starts to end, we'll start to see Ben do a little bit better for farm and all that good stuff. There you go, Ben. You got one right there.
Under attack.
Okay, so we do have the power treads up on Ben now. So the next item we'll see him go for is the Perseverance, I believe. Oh, and Juggernaut's gonna die. That's what you gotta look out for, folks. You don't want to overextend like that. That death basically shouldn't have happened. Now this one, it's somewhat unavoidable. And yeah, there you go. Nice rotation from Skywrath Mage. People should be calling their missing in their lane though. But, you know, people always get upset when you don't call missing. But in my eyes, you should be able to keep your eyes on the minimap to know when people are missing. I mean, it's helpful to call missing, don't get me wrong. It's very helpful to do that, actually, and I do think you should do that.
Radiant's
But,
top tower is under attack.
yeah, putting the blame on somebody else for you not noticing somebody's gone or has moved into your lane. I mean, you should be able to notice that stuff, you know? It is nice to put the blame on somebody else, and I think that's what it is, but... yeah. And if you notice, Ben here, while he's going back into lane, he's checking the fight to see what's going on. A lot of time, Ben doesn't have the camera centered on his hero, which is good. He's roaming around the map trying to see what's going on. And Morphling's gonna die. Which that is basically my experience with Morphling as well. You just die. And it looks like Terrorblade has rotated into their lane, of course, as you can see. Bounty Hunter is just gonna
Tower is under attack.
resign to hang around and sap XP. And it looks like Ben has responded to me. Ben says he's confused. Classic Ben scenario right here.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
What is that sound? What is going on? It must have been Terrorblade. Oh yeah, that's Terrorblade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That attack sound for Terrorblade is crazy, and Axe just ate a little bit of a Skywrath Mage ultimate. And we do see Ben Sakushi away here, and I think they are down... No, they're not down any towers. So they have taken down... Did they take down the tier 1 tower bot?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. I found that in pub matches, the team that can push together generally wins. These teams that, you know, split up for, you know, 5v3. Yeah, even just being able to get everyone together for a fight, you'll generally win if you can do that. Like, the coordination in pub matches is not to be understated, how effective that can be. Alright, so I think Ben and I are on the same page now for these videos. What he can and cannot buy.
Radiant's
Somebody's
bottom tower
cooking.
is under attack.
So Ben might want to consider, well, with 2 people on his team, there's really not much he'll be able to do if there's a 5-man push, so I don't disagree with him farming up here. But it does look like he's going to have Sark coming his way. Oh boy, Ben. Hold on to your butt here, Ben. Oh boy. This could be... Oh, he saw him coming and he's getting away. Good for Ben. So we do have a pounce on the Weaver, on Ben. Axe does teleport in to try and help him out. And Slark is going to get scared and just kind of run away, as he does have the Battle Lust or whatever that is. And Slark does go ahead and pounces in on Axe. Ben's going to be here to help clean him up, but he takes almost the entire duration of that ultimate from Skywrath Mage. And I don't think he'll be able to disjoint this Arcane Bolt. This might kill him. Yep. I hate that because you see it following you and there's nothing you can do. Yeah, that's annoying.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, we're back to life, baby. So we are getting close to the Perseverance here. We just need another 75 gold.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And my net worth isn't working for some reason, so that's good. Ben is impressively low on farm. He's at like support levels of farm right now.
Is under attack.
Most of the gold is going the way of the Dire.
Dire's bottom tower
Well,
has fallen.
that's at 15 minutes, 500 gold isn't a huge advantage.
That's 4 in a row.
But the experience is getting out of control. I mean, that's a 2,000 plus experience. That's a pretty big deal. And that, you know, just comes from the amount of kills that are on the board. So hopefully as Ben gets some of these items up, he's able to get some kills or even just get some farm. He really just needs some farm right now. And he needs this axe to stop diving in and making dumb initiations. So this bounty hunter is going to take enough right-click damage to go down, and Ben's going to eat a ton of damage. The pounce is doing a ton of damage. He does use the time lapse to try and regain some health, and does disengage. So was he able to get a kill there? I think he was. He was able to get a kill on the bounty hunter, I believe. And this tier 1's going to go down. Not much they can do about it. There are 3 others in the area though, so maybe they'll be able to get some kills out of this. Arcane Seal going down on the Weaver. That Arcane Bolt and Concussive Shot do so much damage though. Holy cow. Man. That Concussive Shot did... How much did that do? That did a lot. Man, I'm surprised how much that Concussive Shot did. That did like... Let's see. How much damage was that doing? 240 damage. Yeah, that's... When you have 644 HP, that's about a quarter of your life bar. Oh, poor Ben.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now let's take a look at the items and see what everyone has here. Juggernaut is also going for the Perseverance, so I gotta think he's probably going for the Lincoln Sphere as well. We have Terrorblade stacking up Wraith Bands. And Ben, yet again, eating that ultimate from Skywrath Mage. And Storm Spirit did get the kill on the Skywrath Mage, and Ben's eating quite a bit of right-click damage from the Morphling and the Viper, but he does Sakuchi away. And yeah, I gotta think that this team, Ben's team, should be somewhat hard to kill with the Storm Spirit, the Weaver, and the Juggernaut. You know, Juggernaut has magic immunity when he does Blade Fury, and then he also has that healing ward. And Slark gets slammed dunked, whatever. So that's 3 down on the Dire side. Morphling getting a beating from the old Weaver there. I gotta hand it to Ben. He's doing a good job of playing to Weaver's strengths, engaging, disengaging, knowing when to come in, when to attack, when not to attack. And he's going for the Desolator, which I think is actually a pretty smart choice here. The Perseverance will give him a little bit of tankiness, and he can always switch these power treads over to strength treads, so it'll give him a little bit of tankiness. But yeah, 834 HP at level 11. That's rough. So he's really going to have to make sure he has enough mana for Sakuchi and for the time lapse. And I think he's going to be able to get the kill on the bounty hunter here, and he does. So that's 4 kills for Ben. He's trailing behind the Axe with 5 kills, but the Axe also has 10 deaths. Pro tip here, folks. If you have 5 kills and 10 deaths, if it took you 10 deaths to get those 5 kills, it's not worth it. And it looks like the Dire might be considering Roshan. No. Radiant's just going to go ahead and take this tower. Concussive Shot goes down on Axe with the Ancient Seal. The ultimate not going to do too much. Viper Strike going down on Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit does have to get out of there. And it looks like, yes, there was a slam dunk on the Morphling. And I think... no. Slark does get a pounce in on Weaver. And I thought for a minute there, I thought we were going to see a kill on Viper, but we did not. Blade Fury going down on the Slark, and that'll just tear him alive. All in all, not a bad little fight there for the Dire. Yeah, it was strange there, because the Radiant had 3 of them there, right? They had Weaver, Storm Spirit, and Axe. Axe died. Juggernaut came in a little late. And yeah, I felt like the numbers that the Dire had, you know, they just fought like 3-on-2, and then someone else would come in for backup, and they never had like a really good chance from the beginning. You know, they just kept throwing bodies at it when everyone was still kind of at full health, and no one was really able to clean up too well there. So yeah, let's take a look at the graphs, and as expected, the gold graph, actually I didn't expect the gold graph to swing back quite that hard. That's from that tower kill and from killing, what, 3 or 4 of them there. The XP graph is starting to level back out again, which is good. I think as long as they're able to keep a gold advantage, they'll do just fine. Fuel Scepter being used on the Skywrath Mage. The ultimate is really just going to do a ton of work against Storm Spirit and Juggernaut, but isn't going to do quite enough damage. Track being thrown down on Weaver, and Bounty Hunter backs off. And quite a bit of farm here. I hope Ben's able to get some of this, instead of Juggernaut just Blade Furying it all, which he didn't. I'd really like to see Juggernaut go for the Ag Scepter, but I don't think he's going to. The Ag Scepter on Juggernaut is... I love it. It's so good. It's, I do like Juggernaut in that there's a couple of different ways that you can go with his builds. The Ag Scepter, which makes you kind of more of a mid-game team fighting type build, or you can go for more standard right-click carry items like Desolator, Daedalus, Yasha, Sanjin Yasha, Butterfly, that kind of stuff, to turn you into more of a late-game right-click carry. So it's just a matter of what you want to go for, or you just get it all if you have the money. And this Slark here, I think he's gonna die, jumping in on four Radiant heroes. That's my problem with heroes like Axe and Huskar and Axe, Huskar, and Slark. They can usually get at least one kill, but a lot of times they die in the process doing that. So it doesn't really do anything, you know? It's just kind of a stalemate. And I Go Pudge Middle is playing Storm Spirit. How do you explain that? I cannot. Then about a recipe. Okay, he's got the Lincoln Sphere recipe. So we are going to see the Lincolns coming out, which I think is okay. It'll stop the track, and it'll stop the Viper Strike, which is really good. And I think it'll stop the Arcane Bolt. And oh boy, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Okay, he just denied it, which is good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think Ben should consider carrying a TP scroll with him at all times, because with Sakuchi you can usually get away to a spot where you can TP back no problem, and I don't think that was necessarily the case here, but yeah, he should start doing that just to be safe. Yeah, the Lincoln Sphere will stop the Viper Strike. I don't think it'll stop the poison attack, since it's considered an orb, I believe. I'm not entirely sure how that works though, so don't quote me on that. I don't think it'll stop anything from Slark, since the Slark Pounce is a skill shot. Viper picking up that Ag Scepter. That's one of the best Ags upgrades in the game, I'm telling you. Takes the cooldown for Viper Strike down to 14 seconds. So good. But yeah, it'll also stop the Morphling Adaptive Strike, and I believe the Arcane Bolt from Skywrath Mage as well. I believe Lincoln Sphere will only stop spells that you have to click on somebody to use. So Ben's starting to go into kind of all-out farm mode here, thank goodness. He definitely needs some farm. Thankfully, Terrorblade has gotten almost basically triple the amount of farm that Ben has, which is good. He'll be able to create some space for Ben to get some farm. So I think Terrorblade had a pretty good early game, so he was able to really farm up. Because as we know, Ben had that really weird lane. And Ben doing a ton of right-click damage to Skywrath Mage, and he just ate him for dinner. Though Juggernaut did get the last hit on him there. Skywrath Mage, it only took like 4 clicks for him to go down. Gosh. He is doing a decent amount of damage. Ben's doing 127 plus 19. It actually has a lot of armor. Where's all that armor coming from? Is that from the Lincoln Sphere? Or just from the agility that he has? That's a decent amount of armor. Terrorblade has a lot of armor. Good lord. 17? Is that just from... Oh, frick. No! Ah! Where was I? Ah. Sorry, folks. Screwed up there. Click the... I don't think I like this being down here anymore, to be honest. Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think I gotta go forward a little bit more. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll just stick with that here. Okay, sorry about that. Professional production here at We Like Dota. I think I need to go forward still a little bit more. We'll go right here. Okay, here we go. So Juggernaut did pick up that Battle Fury there, which I'm not necessarily a huge fan of Battle Fury. Yeah, I don't know. Especially as late as it is right now, 27 minutes. It does give you nice stats. Plus 65 damage is really nice. And some nice HP and mana regen. But really, you want to be using that to farm up. Which Juggernaut's not really doing super well. I think if he wants to go Battle Fury, I think I'd rather see him go Maelstrom. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good item regardless, though. Like, you could do much worse. It just took him so long to get that one item. Oh, here comes Sark. He's probably going to kill himself again. Electric Vortex going to catch him out. He is also silenced from the Orchid. Yeah, he's just going to get blown up here. He does pounce away. But yeah, Viper also taking a ton of damage here. And Juggernaut probably going to go down, yep, from those poison strikes. And all of a sudden, Ben is in a pretty bad position here. He needs to get the crap out of town. And I think he'll be able to get away. Good work there. So he is going to start working on his Desolator. And we'll continue to farm up. Let's see, what does this Storm Spirit have? Okay, looks like he's also going Lincolns and also has that Orchid, which is a good item for him. Terrorblade working on probably a Manta style, does have the Sanjin Yasha, which is a good pickup. I do like Sanjin Yasha. Axe going for the Blink Dagger, Blade Fury, or Blade Mail build, which I do like. Lincoln Sphere going to go ahead and pop that, I think it was the Shuriken or whatever it is. Is it called Shuriken? I'm not sure. I'm surprised Ben's staying in here. He's going to die. Yeah, 3-on-1 like that. Not good. But Juggernaut is able to clean up the Slark and the Skywrath Mage, so all in all, it's a 3 for 3, so yeah, it's not bad.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Ibsen, that's the strange name. Alright, let's take a look at Terrorblade. Oh, he's going to be going for Scotty. Okay. I like that. That's a nice little pickup. Not sure why he still has this Quelling Blade.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And this top lane is really starting to push. They're going to need to go ahead and start farming up over here and start cleaning up that top tower. Storm Spirit is going to go ahead and teleport up there to get that farm, so good for him. That's what you want to be doing. Oh, excuse me. Oh. A little tired. Please report more fluing. I'm guessing this is a... I don't know. I hate when people just say, please report this guy for being bad. You can't report people for being bad, folks. You can only report them for communication abuse, intentional feeding, and whatever the other one is. I'm talking intentional feeding like IO teleporting you to the other team's fountain. Intentional feeding. Right? I mean, I know that's a little ambiguous, but people are ridiculous. Ben's getting mad that I have too many rules now. So I think we're just going to change it up to buying the item of the week on the hero of the week.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And seeing how that goes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright. Let's see, boys. Let's see what's going on here. XP heavily favoring the Radiant. Gold definitely favoring the Radiant. Yeah, for sure. Terrorblade is doubling the farm of everyone else, so not surprised that he's doing that well. Last hitting in pub matches. It's not overrated, I tell you. I played a match last night where all everyone wanted to do was just fight in mid, fight in mid, fight in mid. And yeah, it's kind of weird because you need to farm up, you know? Like if you have somebody who can farm up and fight in mid. Oh, sneeze there. Whew. Yeah, if you have somebody who can farm up while everyone else is, you know, just wasting time fighting mid and just being aggressive and just feeding all these kills and stuff and not... And it's not even like we weren't even taking towers or anything either. Like nobody would farm or take towers. And yeah, you can just get so far ahead just by farming up some items and then fighting. So I think Ben does have the Desolator out to his way, and he does deny that tier 1 bot tower, which I don't know why that was never taken down, but that's okay. A deny's a deny, which is good. That other team certainly should have taken that down. And did you guys see that courier? Oh my goodness, that is adorable. Can I get back to that? Hold on. Oh, not directed. Free camera. Here we go. Look at this adorable courier. Red paw. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's even got his little tail to propel him through the sky. That's adorable. Okay, back to Ben. Okay. So Ben's facing off against Viper here. He is doing quite a bit of damage, and I think he's going to want to try and get out of here. He is fighting 4v1, which I don't think he'll win that fight any day, but he should be able to juke him pretty easily. But he does have track on him, which the track does give true sight, I believe. And Bounty Hunter's going to go ahead and chase this out, and I don't know if Bounty Hunter wants to do that, because with these items, he cannot kill Weaver. Okay, Morphling going for the Ethereal Blade build. Alright. So, he's going to be doing a decent amount of damage here. He's going to be able to blast some noobs, I guess. You guys remember the noob cannon from Counter-Strike? The automatic shotgun? Do they still call that the noob cannon? I'm not sure. So Ben's gotten a decent amount of kills here, and even more impressively, he's only died 4 times. So the fact that he's able to get all these kills and also not die as much really puts him at a pretty good advantage, I think. And he is going to start working on the butterfly, which is a great item for Weaver, I think. In addition to already having Sakuchi and Time-Lapse and Lincoln Sphere, he's now going to have the butterfly, which will give him this nice evasion. So it's going to make him even harder to kill, and you can almost guarantee nobody on the other team is going to build an MKB. And it certainly looks like that's not going to happen. Look at all the intellect this Skywrath Mage is stacking, which is good. Because that stacks with his Arcane Bolt. So he's trying to make himself still relevant in the endgame here. But yeah, look at all the farm that this Terrorblade's getting. He should have been able to farm up a little bit better since the last time we checked in on him, but the fact that he's pretty much doubling everyone else is pretty good. And oh boy, we got the Bounty Hunter here. He did have the Orchid on him, but he is going to go ahead and pop his invisibility and just run away. And Storm Spirit also pick up Lincoln Sphere, so that's also a really good pickup, especially against the Ethereal Blade, and like we said earlier, Viper Strike from Viper. Yeah, it's going to be real tough for either of them to do a decent amount of damage. And I think we're going to be able to clean up Skywrath Mage here. There we go. So Ben was a little late to the party on that one, and I still haven't seen him buy a TP scroll. If he had a TP scroll, he'd be able to get over there pretty quickly.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
And I think this is going to be a dead Viper. There we go. Did Juggernaut just use the ultimate on that? Oh, I think he did. Ugh. Yeah. Don't want to be blowing that ultimate on one guy. That's a definite kill like that.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
So yeah, I think Ben should either look into, and there's that Ag Scepter. I think I would have preferred to see that before the Battle Fury. But yeah, I think Ben needs to either send out 2 TP scrolls to him or send out this Talisman of Evasion, preferably 2 TP scrolls. Yeah. Excuse me, just being able to teleport instantly to a tower that's still up is definitely invaluable. So, lesson of the day, folks, always carry a TP scroll with you. And this is something that I need to work on as well. I don't do this as well as I should. This has definitely been an interesting game with the 9-core 1 support lineup. And I mean, I guess Skywrath Mage is buying wards, but he's not really being super support oriented. And I don't think Skywrath Mage is like a good like semi-carry / semi-support. He's not a good hard support in my opinion. So we'll say 9.5 core lineup. Which, that's all pick, right? Like, this is how it always is in all pick, which is fine. So, I typically just tend to fill in with what's needed, which more often than not is support. And, yeah, I've been having a fun time playing Omni Knight lately. I think he's kind of underrated. And I think this Bounty Hunter is going to die here. Getting sucked into the Electric Vortex, and with the Orchid, he's not going to be able to use the invisibility. What is that called on Bounty Hunter? Oh. Okay, I guess I click on Bounty Hunter and it gives me Storm Spirit, so there you go. So while all this was going on in the mid lane, the Dire did get that Roshan kill, which is nice. Not sure if it's going to help him come back from a 14,000 gold deficit, but, you know, whatever, you can try, right? And Ben's going to continue to farm up. Terrorblade is about 100 last hits ahead, which is just fine. Interestingly enough, Ben is a higher level, and I think that's probably because he's been a part of more fights. I gotta think that's probably why that case is. Oh, here we go. Okay. Shadow Walk. Okay, that's his invisibility. Even though I don't play Bounty Hunter, I really want to get his Gunslinger-inspired set. And this Bounty Hunter is just going into... Oh, no, that's Slark. I'm sorry. I was going to say Bounty Hunter's going into all-out feed mode, but I feel like he's given up a lot of kills. Ben's gotten a lot of kills on him anyway. Slark's going into feed mode. I tell you, man, Slark, Huskar, Axe, they just give up so many kills. So many needless kills. And it does look like this Morphling's having a better time at playing the hero than I did. But I'm also not super good at playing those really hard right-click carries. I tend to like lose my hero in the middle of fights. And I don't know why. Well, I know why. It's annoying, but I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it, guys. Alright, so they've broken into high ground, and I think they're going to go ahead and... I think this game is pretty much over. But the top lane is pushing. There are quite a bit of creeps up here. Ben does do quite a bit of decent building damage with this Desolator. It does do 7 armor reduction, which... yeah. The tier 4s have 30 armor. I'm not sure what the other ones have. Slark gonna jump in on Ben yet again. Probably gonna die. Storm Spirit zapping in here. Axe getting the slam dunk on Slark yet again. That's like the fourth time I've said that. Electric Vortex being used on the Bounty Hunter. And, yeah, this game is all but over, folks.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Easy peasy.
Dire's
Report
middle tower
Morphe.
has fallen.
Everyone wants to report Morphling. It's not Morphling that's at fault here. I don't know why they're blaming Morphling. Look at your Slark. Your Slark is... and your Skywrath Mage.
Tower is under attack.
Though Skywrath Mage has 17 assists, which is pretty good. But yeah, Ben's high XP gain. Look at all these assists that he's had. 18. That tells me he's been a part of a lot of team fights. And, yeah, you get a lot of XP and a lot of levels out of that, so good job, Ben. I believe this is the first time... I think this is the first time that Ben has won a Hero of the Week match. So good for him. Storm Spirit. Okay, I'll report Morphling. Alright, don't do that, folks. Alright, let's move on to the next one.